good evening, good afternoon, all of you. I believe there are more than seven sessions that today been there covered. A lot of things has been discussed. A lot of points has been mentioned in the chat box. I have been followed them. So let me try to be more focused. What I'm trying to say today, and hope this session will be more interesting compared to whatever last time I have given into BIM summit. So let us go. Today topic is like basically protecting your digital assets and data governance framework. So we can say today entire day the session has been gone through a digital way, and the data are there. So let me go through that, and then one by one we will talk about that. Uh, what do you like basically see from this session, that how the data are important, why data governance are required in the industry, and what are the companies are suffering from the data governance if they are not following? What are the problem and challenges they are facing? Data flow in the eco industry. What are the informations are important? Data governance framework, especially what the best practices we can follow. What are the tools in the data governance nowadays? Like there are various tools and informations available in the market, but what would be the best platform or tools we can acquire? Case studies based on the real examples in our the project executed by Pinnacle and me involved, and how the stakeholders and the challenges based on that we will be showcasing the real life case studies. Myself, Chandan, working in an industry more than 20 years, started from as a CAD to BIM, and then various involvement in end-to-end provide solution, especially from design to pre-construction, construction, and also the digital twin on facility management. I'll be helping out in industry. The mission and for this presentation and overall the digital twin and the data governance part is that ensure the data quality is more important, that data are being consistent from the beginning to end. Establish a clear data ownership, like who are the accountable person for the particular data and what type of data are required to be taken forward from the beginning. Improve the accessibility, all the people can access in the source the information that are there, and strengthen the data security. That is the important part, where the informations are secured for the particular reason, and it can be monitored and can be audited from the different location, and practice can be very important part. So standardize data across the system. So the overall strategy in this to and to establish and enforce the policies and create a single location of data where standard practices adhere to the process, keeping in mind the security and the accessibility, all this kind of data across the organizations. So that is the overall mission and vision of this project. Now, what is the importance of data governance? Why we need the data governance in the industry? The organization faces the different risks. If the data being misused, if the data being spread out here and there, so ensure the data are reliable and repeatable, basically, and guide various analytical activities specific to that, like the saving money. Data like framework can be save money, solves the analysis and repeating issues like different dashboards, analytical informations that given more insight to take a decision for any particular activities, provide the clarity on the conflicting data. Why companies suffer with data governance? Like most of the organizational people, like they are suffering because the organizational issue, the coordination in between the different stakeholder, the information in between the different parties, like the BIM modeler, coordinator, designer, different source having a different questions, different like concept, the different thought process, different platform being used. So these organization mismatches are very important cause for why they are suffering. The ownership, like who are the data managing, like who are the responsible. Like I have been noticed that few of the projects while we executing after completion of construction, the handover data are not in the proper way. The individual stakeholder, the architecture, structural, mechanical, plumbing, fire, they have done the construction, the ownership, like they didn't find the actual same like the single source of asset registers. That is very important during the handover process. Not like that all the individual stage of work, the ownership is very important part. Data quality in application and data type. What are the data type we are looking for, and the application, what are the platform we are using for the data processing, and the data type, what are the information we are storing, what are the data we are utilizing from the different applications. All these are relevant for the cost. So inability to handle the data properly. There are huge amount of information, but data items are different and missing. So this is a very important factor. Now, key principle of data governance, like for throughout this session today, we have seen that people are, having importance and they talk about that. Again, I thought that these slides are, even though it's old, but I thought that people need to understand the ownership, accessibility, security, and quality and knowledge. Like these are the important factors. What are the technology being used? What are the process being used? And what are the people? So people, technology, and process. And these are the three key factors. Like so, who are the owners? Who are the quality? How the data being utilized? Metadata management. So these key principle people need to understand first before they jump into any process of data governance. Now, what are the data flow in the eco industry? Let us just quickly go through. During the from the beginning, if we started with the design and then concept being started. So design, the what are the information of, like the tools and the platforms are available. What are the information we are integrating inside the model, and apart from the model, what are the software, what are the submittal, what are the informations inside the like information we are doing that document management, design development. After that, the plan being executed, lot of collaboration in between the stakeholders, cost estimation, procurement team involvement, bid managements, and the tender documentations, commissioning. So after completion of the construction is over, the team has to be do the commissioning of the individual assets. Are they performing well or not? Quality control, material tracking, cost management. So all this together, so individual data being flow from the design stage to operation stage. And finally, the asset management, where the assets are more focused. Like if your data being started from the beginning to end and handover are very well organized, then the asset management would be very simple, and it would be more smooth compared to the situation that nowadays people are facing. What are the essential information in BIM? We have seen the drawings, design data, issues, actions, RFIs, submittals, you know, all the reports, all the dashboards, all the historical informations. Those are the essential part of informations. Now, data output in the eco industry. While in the design phase, there are a lot of platform are used, and this platform basically like design rigs, they are design review status process, design issue part project. So design stage, people are having a different platform, different data exchange are happening in between the stakeholders. Then during the plan and the plan reviews and class coordination, schedule delays, cost summarize. So during that process also happening. Build, there are what are the type of quality issues, what are the quality risks, safety risks, RFIs, all this kind of data being recorded in the during construction. And during operation, like the regular checklist, preventive maintenance, predictive maintenance, and commissioning work would be happen, and handover stage. All this has to be happened very data. So those data are recorded in this different phase of situation in the eco industry. Now integrated, like data integration demand, and if you can see, so from the different stage I have explained. So from document management, project management, reporting analytics, and communication and collaboration. So all these three step of activities, there are different tools and platform are available. ACC platform, the BIM 360 also already provide Autodesk has extended platform where all these document managements are happening. Apart from that, SharePoint, or those are the different open source like the Box, Ignite, Google Drive. People are having the project management database like Power BI tools, Smart Sheets, Google Sheet, Asana, like a lot of tools that people are nowadays, the Slack, the communication tools, the Microsoft Team and Gmail. So those Office 365 also. So data integration having a lot of demands nowadays to streamline the process. Now, there are other tools that integration tools that you can say like Common Data Environment, Autodesk Construction Cloud, Trimble Connect, Bentley Products, ProjectWise, Deluxe, Aside, Think Projects, model checking and validation tools like Solivary Office, Navisworks, BIM Collaborate, Zoom, IDs. So authoring softwares are Revit, IFC, Speckle, Bentley products are there, BIM Datas are there. And apart from that, data integration, other tools like, for the classification and metadata management like CoClass, DRoops, VSD, Dynamo, PowerPoint, and Dynamo and Grasshopper are the both API is using in Revit for different app like add-ins platform and IDs. So apart from that, these are the tool, but the standard frameworks that lot of like UK and the US, they are applying in BIM like for BIM standard like ISO 19650 and 2. These are the essential guideline, and then building smart IDs, COBE, that data exchange, construction operation, that information by the BIM interoperability tools, that asset handover process happening. So IFC schema version also is there. So that way, people having a different source and different platform using in the for the data architecture. Now, for all these kind of activities, all these kind of tools, having it required a solution in the architecture. So from the data source are different. ACC, Revit model, building connected tools, and the assembled tools, EAS, BAMS, ERP, CMS, all these data source having required a organized process, organized structure. So those architecture is very important. In the beginning, we should define architecture, and those architecture could help for any particular project to achieve a better goal. From the beginning, if we can data organize from the design stage to handover stage, that could help a lot of things. Like Power BI tool, local and this tool visualization can be get a respect like percentage of achievement, percentage of data informations, what are the missing data are there, whatever, like nowadays a lot of lot of people have been talked about AI and ML tool. So not only the data aggregation process, AI and ML tool can help during the like maintenance process. AI and ML tool can help some of the maintenance. The auto AI can help automated process. So that predictive maintenance, AI and ML tool can help a lot. That examples, we have few of the examples we can share with you, and hopefully that would helpful. The benefits of eco, overall we can see the like the architecture engineers, contractor owners, and subcontractor manufacturer, supplier, they have a different source of information. And during the different source of information, if the data governance can be happen properly, so the decision and decision could be made a better way, so people can take a better decision if the informations are readily available. So during the handover, if the maintenance team or the FM team or the like operation team, they could get the real data, real information, all the asset registered, all the asset O&M manual, all the asset submittal, all the assets manufacturer detail, warranty details, those information if are readily available, the operation process could be simplified. The digital twin platform, the digital twin process can be simplified. That is very important part. So the benefits, if the data if organized very well, from collaboration to risks and the efficiency of the cost, everything would be happen properly. Like cost can be saved, increase the overall efficiency from the data source, reduce the risks. If whatever the miss, if the data is correct, appropriately utilized from the design stage to operation stage properly, that could be utilized for the maintenance process as well. Let us talk about few of the case studies, and these case studies could give you more insight how the asset management data process is very important part here. First case study that we talk about, we would like to discuss Madurai campus. So in Tamil Nadu, the Pinnacle, one of the largest headquarters. So here there is a two more building, production buildings and associates buildings are there, cafeteria and transit quarter. More than 4,500 assets are there, and this was the Pinnacle first case study that was tested for the data management as well as all the digital twin work as well as maintenance process improvement. So there are mechanical air terminal, electrical equipment, and like electrical equipments. So all this mechanical and electrical having the BMS system also. So in the BMS systems, all the live data are tracking over there. All the the sensors. That important part is that sensor, there are more than 400 sensor we have installed inside the or around the campus overall. And these sensors not only given us day-to-day information, and also the AI and ML part that we said, the if the temperature goes up in a particular humidity sensors or temperature sensors, those can be controlled properly. And also we have a floor wetness sensors, we have AQI sensors, air pressure sensors, as well as leakage sensor. A lot of informations which we have installed those data. Now the more challenge is that while we start doing the BMS, CMS, and as well as BIM development together, digital twin platforms are there. So there are four individual source, the asset naming are different. The major challenge we have faced, many projects, the asset tag, the asset name, the asset information are very information are catered from the different source. The CMMS system or BMM system having their own asset tag format. Building management, like while the BIM model they have developed, the source is the different. So from the beginning, we create a workflow how this asset tagging can be happen in the different location, how we can tag them, how we can incorporate the parameters, the what are the advanced add-ins are there. Pinnacle having a PyVTC add-ins, and those PyVTC add-ins we have utilized a huge around like in different locations, like information incorporate inside the assets, incorporate inside the individual information inside the sensors. So those we are taking help in the PyVTC platform. Case studies, so airport projects, one more the like project where important information that so compared to the our own building, we have another challenge in the airport. So there are a lot of assets, and they have a own platform, Maximo they are utilizing. And where we have a CM, they have a CMMS, they have owned their BMS platform, they have a CD and all the platform they have. And Pinnacle has been having a different challenge to integrate the digital twin along with the data, the different source of data and different type of data and different format of data. That was initially we have studied how we can simplify the data information, how the asset register, especially the asset registers, the information was not incorporated by the stakeholders. That was another challenge. We have noticed that while the handover happening, the stakeholders, while they are submitting back to the asset registered, the information particular assets, if I giving example, let's say a pump. So a pump having a asset tag and asset code along with a, let's say, locations, and after that the model number, manufacturer name, serial number, and the warranty start date, warranty end date, installation date, and the like the duration of the assets, duration, basically 10 years or 20 years. Then lot of this maintenance information along with those data are not complete. So that during the handover, those informations are required. So we go back, we go back the O&M manual, each and O&M manual, and you have to take a data. So this is very painful work in nowadays. We have noticed so data process, those data process can be simplified if can be started from the beginning design stage to operation stage. So the data governance is important factor not only for design, not only for coordination, not only for construction, it is also for the operation and maintenance for each asset. That information started from the beginning to end. So like airport project having a different technology development, CD platforms are over there, and graphics, video, virtual collaborations are there, GIS integration for XYZ coordinate with each individual asset in GIS platform, 4D and 5D simulations, AR, VR applications. So while in the airport projects, the big projects, you can see like all the AR and VR application, all their data recorded, beam review and their beam review process, their data is recorded, design developments, so training, even the security of the ISO process and the standard practices, what are the guidelines of their LOD metrics, ELOD, ILOD, all keeping in mind together, like all this training happening, individual stakeholders. So in airport projects also have a lot of data so there. Now, implementing data governance in ecosystem industry. So, like first of all, we need to understand what are the governance for framework that we are talking about. Creating a data dictionaries and standards. What are the data required? What are the source of informations are there? Identify those things and then implement data quality management process. Integrate data from various sources, various information, various locations are there. Addressing challenges and best practices. That is more important. Earlier, all the lesson learned, all the information that you have learned from the earlier projects that has to be implemented. As I discussed, in a different stage, different informations are there, and there are large volume of data from the design stage. So design data, layout, design parameters, engineering data, RFI, document managements. So from the concept to assets, like especially build their own manuals are there, equipment submittal there, material card sheets are there, softwares are there, change management are there, model tolerance, AR, all as-built drawing, asset register, all manual, all AIM and COBE informations, Autodesk build, lot of platforms are there, Autodesk Tandem. So Autodesk Tandem provide you the handover process very smoothly happening nowadays. Like all the data can be in a single source location, ACC platform to Tandem, and anytime the changes can be taken care from there. File format, IFC, Revit, stakeholders, contract, ERP, HR, HR1, so employee data, the SAP and ERP data. So those data also are there. And IoT, BMS sensors, CMMS data, ERP, report, dashboards, alert, analysis, digital twin, all together design to operations. The large volume of informations are catered from design in the operation stage as well. We have identified those information specific to our building as well as in the airport projects. We identify the platform and then we create a data pipeline, how the data can be incorporated inside the individual assets. Also, we have created the workflow in between the different source like ERP system as well as the BIM model and different like the CMS application and from the BMS source, how the data being captured, like live data from the individual sensors, live data from the individual EPS, transformer, pump, all this together we link in a single source of location. And there we also linked with the individual ERP system as well as the cost of various informations and altogether the benefits of like analytic dashboards. So life cycle analysis, all the historical trends, what was happened, all the breakdowns. So using the data in a single location by using application of CMMS along with the digital twin platform and all the data source how can be simplify that we have applied and using this architecture we executed the both projects not these two projects we have a few more projects also examples are there but I thought that within this time frame talk about these two projects are important part. Now I'm giving example of AQ sensor. One of the example here for it's a taken from Tandem, and in Tandem we have an options where we can showcase the dashboards, live information along with the historical trend on a particular duration. So in a particular duration, you can check the trends, check the information what was there. If you wanted to check the previous data also, it possible. So accurate sensor of individual sensor, we have a dashboards and the live data from the BMS and sensors linked to the digital twin platform and model. And along with that, we have CMS application. So Innoment CMS asset management platform offering by Pinnacle Infotech Solutions that provide a complete solution for the asset management starting from work order management, starting from inventory management, service contractor management, person-based multi-legal support, mobile applications for all. So like asset auditing and cost management, energy management, what are the consumption, power consumptions and the energy consumption happening, all these custom solutions like web-based integration with the ERP system, custom dashboards, custom from a report and digital repetitive task. So it is not the industry limited to particular, it's a manufacturing facilities, all this kind of support this CMMS platform, like the asset management is offering. So we also identify the how the architecture could be happened. Like there are different application, different dashboards, reports, and mobile application. So instrument can be linked with the API through individual API. The source of the PLC or SCADA or smart meter or sensors that could be linked through individual Modbus or individual different process like the MQTT or HTTPS. So this Modbus connection, the wire connection, not a big investment. It's a individual type of requirement based on your requirement. What are the focus area you are looking for? Like example giving, if you are looking for a server room, the temperature and humidity you need to control and you need to see regularly, and what are the current situation and historical data. Those process you need to apply like based on your requirement. So it totally depends on the requirement and the needs for a particular facility. So based on the the individual layer, the connection process is possible. The IT solutions also offer like the dashboards, different dashboards, and that dashboards helps out the owner and the maintenance team, especially the operator. Very care like they can see anytime whatever the like informations likely happening, what are the datas are there, what are the breakdowns information, why it was happened, all the kind of individual information, like, and you based on that you can do the energy management, you can do the air quality monitoring, you can do the water management, any of the critical process data monitoring can be done. So benefit of the CMMS application, we have seen that's asset, and it is increase the life cycle of the assets. It is lifespan, the entire lifespan, the regular maintenance, regular predictive maintenance, and the basically the prediction, the future prediction of the asset life can be based on the monitor and the data and the trends that help out lot. Operational efficiency, the reduction reduce time, the basically the ensure the maintenance process in place and faster compared to the manual process. Work efficiency, real time task management was there, mobile access are there. So cost savings are compared to more compared to regular process. So data being organized, data being tracked, data being secure, data being safety, and like more basically the data are in better situation. Is one example, more example, the EPS, the alert, like the one time duration, we can see how many alerts are happened with the organized dashboards from our data, through API, and different applications we have used apart from this Innovate CMS platform. This is the dashboards, operational dashboards and the management dashboards, and where people can see how many situations are there, what the breakdowns are there, what are the maintenance day to day happening. So this is help out a team nowadays a lot. Operation cost are reduced, operation times are reduced. This is the overall and summary of the ROI. We can say like it is reduce the consumption and automated the alert, especially the alert can be given for any of the high situation. Basically, if the threshold is going beyond of any particular assets value, that gives a automatic alert to the particular maintenance team as well as the operator, and it helps a lot. Thank you very much. Any questions, any information, you can contact with us. I'm available at many time, and I believe I have covered in the time, and we can continue any of the panel discussion and questions. I'm ready to, happy to answer this.